Thank you for joining us. Today's tip is sponsored by NBS Technology. They provide IT support for businesses and homes, server-based management, networking, home PC repair, on-site repair, and hosted services and managed services. So give them a call at 704-296-2894, and they'll be glad to help you. Well, today we want to talk about a tip of the day. There's a software actually that we use a lot in the field while we're out working. It's called Ccleaner. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about how to use it and what it does for you and how it can improve your system. Alright, so I do have it previously installed, but I'll tell you where to get that if necessary. Today we're going to look at Ccleaner. Previously used to be called Ccleaner, but was renamed to Ccleaner. This is, when you launch it, it comes up like this generally. And we like these features because it actually breaks it down into Internet, Windows Explorer, System Files, and Advanced. Generally, when you get it, you have all the Windows Explorer, Internet Explorer, and Systems partially checked. But however, for your case, you could go in and check, look at all these and check like DNS cache. You can wipe that if necessary. I wouldn't recommend doing it unless you know what you're doing. But for the most part, how I like to use mine is I delete temporary files, cookies, histories, and some index.dat files that are residing in the back end, slowing my computer down. But what I like to save is recent URLs. For me, I like to go back to my recently used URL so I can select without having to type it in. So I save those. For example, forms, the auto forms. When I don't like typing in my address multiple times when I go to a website, so I create an auto form. I like to save those, so I'll check that so you won't delete it. Recent document example is when I go to start, and generally you will see like a recent document on this side. In my systems, I don't have it, but I like to save those so that if I want to go back to it, I can, and also run in start menu. So usually go to run, start, that's where the menu is. So some of the recent things that I've done, for example, here, I like for it to show up here. So instead of doing that, I will leave it instead of removing it. The biggest part for me is memory dumps. Memory dumps and check files are saved constantly on your machine without you realizing it. Those attribute to your machine slowing down, so I like to delete them at the same time empty my recycle bin. So here is one of the premium option that I like to have. From here, it is as simple as clicking run, and then it will say this process will permanently delete files from your system. Are you sure you wish to proceed? Click OK. It will go through and scan your system. If you notice here, is going through my temporary internet files. It's going through and trying to find a lot of the files that I use and that are stored on my system, and it will delete them. But for the purpose of this, I'm going to cancel and go ahead and it tells me how much space it removed. Generally, when I do these, I will remove at least 800 meg. But if you let it complete, it will remove quite a lot. Now, when you're done with this, you could actually go into the next tab, which is registry. This is also a registry scanner built in. You can run it by just clicking scan, and it will go through and scan your entire registry and delete a lot of this. Sometimes if it's duplicated registry link, it will delete those. But initially, it will scan it and put it out so it show it on the screen, and you have the option of selecting or deselect some of the features. But what I like to do most of all is I like to save it before I delete them. So if I click fix selected issues, and it will give me the option, do you want to backup change registry? Say yes, then it will give me the option to save it. From here, what I like about it is it gives me the date and the time that I worked on this, so that it will allow, so if I need to go back and restore my registry, I can go here and double click on it and just restore it back to get everything working if something is missing. So let's save this and move on. and we close it and we're done for the most part. But if you are an advanced user, you want to play a little and you want to get your feet wet. But this is another option that you could use. Uninstaller. A lot of our field tech use this product to uninstall application on their on machines, because if you notice, it came up a lot faster than if you were using a Windows uninstaller. And also, we can go in here and remove the files, but another option that we like to use the most is startup. When a computer is slowing down and we want to remove things from starting up, we generally go into this part of it and go in, and by finding something that we want to disable, we just click, so highlight it, disable it, and now it's completely done. And if you look at it, you notice that it's a lighter gray color that identifies it as being disabled. And also, if you select it, if you notice, it gives me the option to enable it if I need to enable it. So these are the best way to enable and disable things from startup. And I think that's it for today as far as free software. Keep in mind is Ccleaner, and Ccleaner is, to find the software, you could actually go to our website, nbstechnology.com, and go on the services and download links. You should be able to find it on our site. Is called Ccleaner. Tunes Up is a tune-up software. Click here. It should take you to another link that will point you to the most current version. So you can click here and then download it to your system. Once you download, install, it's a pretty simple process to install, and you're good to go. Don't forget to check out our website regularly, nbstechnology.com. Thank you.